In a faraway town, a man named David lived. He was hardworking, smart, but he had a big weakness. He always spent his time on people who did not value him. Whenever someone needed help, even if they didn't care about him, David would give them his whole day. One day, his friend Michael asked him, "Why do you always spend your time on others, but no one is there for you when you need help?" David laughed and said, "Life is about helping others." Michael Joe shook his head and said, "That's true, but not for people who only use you." Time passed, and David still wasted his time on others. Every day someone asked him for something. One needed money, another wanted help fixing his house, and someone else wanted his help at work. He never said no. Then one day, David got sick. He could barely get out of bed. He picked up his phone and called one of his friends, but the friend made excuses. The next person didn't even answer. David finally realized that no one was willing to give him their time. Days passed and David was alone. At home, he thought, "How did I spend so many years helping others? But now, when I need help, no one is here." He made a promise to himself. He would never waste his time on people who didn't appreciate him again. A few months later, David had changed. He learned to value his time. He no longer helped people who didn't deserve it. Instead, he focused on himself, his health, and his future. After that, he found his real friends, the ones who stayed with him, without expecting anything in return. David never wasted his time again, and that decision changed his life. Now people spent time with him, not because they needed something, but because they truly valued him. Lesson: give your time to those who appreciate you, not those who only use you. Life is too short to waste it on the wrong people, but life is always full of new tests. One day, David met a man named Ryan. Ryan was charming and friendly, and he seemed to have good intentions. He always complimented David and tried to gain his trust. Over time, David felt that maybe he had found a real friend. A few weeks passed, and Ryan asked David to help him with a business project. This time, David decided to be careful. He looked into the situation first and realized that Ryan was only looking out for himself, not for a real friendship. David was not the same person he used to be. With a calm smile, he said, "My friend, I no longer waste my time on people who only want to use me." Then, with confidence, walked away. David had learned that many people in the world want to take advantage of others, but it is important to know who truly deserves your time and energy. He was now a man who could tell the difference between real friends and those who only wanted to use him. From that day on, David's life became better, full of peace, real friendships, and time that was no longer wasted but invested in his own growth and happiness. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel.